Hello friends, I'm going to explain the astrology explanation uh, for the Aries ascendants for the month of November. Throughout the entire November, the Jupiter is in exalted state in your fourth house. That is a plus point because the Jupiter is the lord of your ninth house, which resembles your luck and fortune. As it is in exalted state in your fourth house, it brings luck and fortune for the matters resembled by your fourth house. The fourth house resembles your long-term fixed assets such as lands, buildings, then vehicles, and also your place of residence or your home. So good and luck for those matters. Perhaps you might purchase a new property or develop certain infrastructure of the existing properties, or you might move to a new residence or new home, or you might purchase or build a new house, such as. In fact, those Aries ascendants who are expecting to be migrated, they might achieve their targets within this month. Jupiter will be in direct motion up to 11th November, and 11th November onward, even though it is in it is in a exalted state, it becomes retrograded until 5th December. So some of its uh, beneficial influences might get delayed or disturbed, but don't worry. Still, you will get the much of its positive influences to your life. Now let's talk about those short-term influencing planets like Sun, Mars, Mercury, and Venus, because they are moving through a house within 1 or 1.5 months. So that means they move faster. Means they influence in short term. When the November begins, Venus is in debilitated state in your uh, sixth house, and the Sun is in debilitated state in your seventh house. So, debilitated state in seventh house, the debilitated Sun means it's not good for your marriage and your spouse. But and also the Lord of your seventh house is Venus, and Venus also got debilitated in your sixth house. But when the month begins, 2nd November, the debilitated Venus transits, and it uh, enters the seventh house. So seventh house belongs to Venus. So Venus becomes powerful there, while the Sun stays there in the same house, seventh house, in debilitated state. But when it comes to these two planets, uh, Venus becomes powerful there because the seventh house belongs to you. Because seventh house is associated with Libra sign, and the lord of the Libra sign is Venus, so Venus governs the seventh house. As I said, seventh house resembles your marriage and your spouse. So strong Venus there means positive influences for your marriage and spouse. But the debilitated Sun there in the seventh house disturbs them. But luckily, the powerful Venus can diminish much of the negative influences exerted by debilitated Sun. So it will gain the upper hand. So comparatively, Venus exerts more positive influences on your marriage and spouse. On 16th of November, Sun also transits, debilitated Sun transits and become uh, stronger in the 8th house. But even though the the Sun got stronger there in the 8th house, the place is not a good place because 8th house regarded as the worst house in any horoscope. Here also it's the same. Even also the lord of the 8th house is Mars. Now Mars is already there because 27th October Mars moved to the 8th house and it will stay there up to 7th December. And the Mercury also moved there on 24th October and it will be there up to 23rd November. So together them they will not bring good positive influences for you. Instead, they will bring malefic influences uh, to your life. But luckily, the exalted Jupiter from the fourth house, it can aspect the eighth house, so it will try to diminish some of the malefic influences uh, exerted by Mercury and Mars in the eighth house. Later, by the Sun also about to come there. But even though it can reduce some of those malefic influences, Jupiter won't be able to completely eradicate all the malefic influences except by them, those planets in the eighth house. So, what will be the negative impacts? The Mercury resembles your illnesses and also enemies, because Mercury is the lord of your sixth house, and also the proper functioning of internal body organs and your body, because as it becomes the lord of the third house. So moving to the eighth house means bad for or negative influence for your health, illnesses, and also you might get problems from your enemies likewise. So on the other hand, the Mars in your eighth house mean the Mars also the lord of your ascendant, lord of the lagna, and also the lord of the eighth house. So as it uh, moved to your eighth house means some kind of setbacks in your life in November. So, and also you have to be cautious and careful about life-threatening situations, like from illnesses, from accidents, or from matters might come from the enemies. So you have to be cautious. You have to care about your safety and security. As I said you earlier, on 16th November, Sun also transits there to the 8th house and joins Mercury and Mars there. And once the Sun leaves there from the 7th house, then Venus will be alone there. So powerful Venus can exert highly beneficial positive influence for your marriage and spouse while staying in the 7th house from 16th November to uh, 26th November. Because on 26th November it will move to the 8th house. So, as I said you that when the Sun moves to the 8th house on 16th November, it will bring some additional problems to your life, because Sun in 8th house might bring you legal issues, legal matters, and also problems for the matters represented by your fifth house. Because or south node is already there in your fifth house, causing trouble for your children and love affairs. And now the lord of the fifth house means sun also in your eighth house means causing troubles for your for the matters represented by fifth house. That means for your education, for your children, and for your love affair. Because earlier also, the previous month also, that means before 16th November also, uh, Sun also was causing problems to the matters represented by fifth house, because Sun was in debilitated state. But even after 16th November also, it will continue to create problem for the matters represented by fifth house up to the mid of December. On 23rd November, Mercury might transit, actually it retrogrades from 10th November onwards, but it transits through the 7th house. That means it's backward movement. It will come back to the 7th house from the 8th house. So even though it comes to the 7th house, it won't bring much harm to the matters governed by 7th house, mean the marriage and spouse. So anyway, Venus moves to the 8th house, that's bad. On 26th November, Venus, because Venus is the lord of 7th house, which resembles marriage and spouse. So once it transits to the 8th house, means it moves to the worst house in the horoscope, the lord of the 7th house. So it resembles some negative influence for your marriage and spouse. So then it works together with the Mercury in your uh, 7th house. So together it's not good. That means it's negative for your marriage and spouse, from especially from 26 November onwards. Again, then Rahu in your 11th house is highly auspicious because that's the best place for the Rahu or not. It becomes powerful there also. It will stay there in long run up to the 5th December 2026. So it's highly beneficial for the Aries ascendant because it will bring you good luck for your income, and also sudden wealth gains like lotteries and uh, long delayed payments might come to you, and some sudden unexpected wealth gains also, economical gains also might come to you during those periods. But Saturn in 12th house is bad. It will delay your progress and also growth, and exert you some malefic influences to various aspects in your life. And also, as the lord of the 10th house, means the which resembles profession, the Saturn is in your 12th house means it will negatively influence your profession. And in fact, the lord of the 11th house also, which resembles income, also in 12th house, but anyway, as the Rahu or North Node is in the 11th house, it will still be able to give some positive income. As I mentioned you earlier, fifth in your 5th house, Ketu is there. Ketu South Node is there in the long run. It will be there up to 5th December 2026. But anyway, Ketu there in the 5th house means it's good for those Aries ascendants who are studying actually, who are carrying on their education. This is highly positive. But when it comes to love affairs and children, the K2 or the South Node is in the 5th house is negative for those matters. This is the overall impact, the common analysis for Aries ascendants. But this is a common reading. When it comes to your own personal birth chart, if you obtain your birth chart reading based on your personal birth chart, that will be more accurate than this, and that will be more personalized than this, because your birth chart shows the exact positioning of planets at the time of your birth. It's like the screenshot of the sky at the time of your birth. So when to obtain more accurate and more personalized reading, you have to refer to the astrologer and get a astrology reading. So the birth chart resembles your destiny. It's not the fixed destiny, it's the possible destiny. You can change it. The astrology guides you uh, by showing you your weak points of your life and your abilities, and the positive areas of your life, and also the negative and positive things to be happen in the future. Then you can, it's like a guidance, then you can use it to plan early, prepare early, and execute your plans on time, and eliminate the negative influences to a great extent, and get the best use of the positive influences, and you can control your destiny in your favor in that way. Thank you.